The Telegraph reports that Prince Harry stayed at Frogmore Cottage during his visit for the phone hacking lawsuit claim against the Daily Mail, after being asked to move out of the home. It's understood the Duke of Sussex stayed at the Windsor property before making his surprise appearance at the Royal Courts of Justice last week. The Duke arrived in the UK last weekend and is thought to have flown back on Thursday night. He appeared in court on Monday, Tuesday and Thursday, and is thought likely to have also used the visit to sort out the couple's belongings and work out what needs to be shipped to the US ahead of vacating the property. After King Charles unceremoniously evicted the Sussexes from their Frogmore Cottage home, it was hard to picture Prince Harry setting foot on Windsor Castle grounds again, even more so that his arch-nemesis big brother Prince William had moved just a 10-minute stroll down the garden path at Adelaide Cottage. According to New Idea, Harry secretly returned to the marital home he renovated with Meghan. No one knew Harry was coming except for Charles and William, who were told last minute, says a well-placed source. As Harry's lease on Frogmore isn't technically up until after the coronation, they couldn't stop him turning up on palace property. While it was reported that William and his family had decamped to Anmore Hall in Norfolk for the kids' Easter school holidays, an insider reveals that Harry and William did come face to face for a brief but tense encounter in the gardens. Rumour has it that they were both out taking a stroll, says the source. Harry had just got off his flight from America and was out stretching his legs when they ran into each other. It's believed the last time the brothers were together in the historic gardens, where centuries worth of royal relatives are buried, was during a fiery confrontation between Harry, William and their father after Prince Philip's 2021 funeral. In his book Spare, Harry recalls arguing with William over why he and Meghan had fled to the US, with Charles apparently moaning, "Don't make my final years a misery, boys." This time, Charles was nowhere to be seen, leaving Diana's two sons to face off in private. When Harry saw William, his heart would have dropped, says a source. He's been very open about suffering from anxiety during tricky conversations with his family, but apparently he steeled himself and went over to exchange pleasantries. The word, somewhat surprisingly, is that Harry wanted to clear the air a bit before Charles's coronation, which he's currently considering attending. As for whether William was willing to hear Harry out, sources aren't so sure. William has made it very clear among his friends that he's done with Harry, says a source. The book was the final straw, and there's no doubt that if he caught up with Harry at Frogmore, the younger Wales would have been sent away with a flea in his ear. Perhaps that's why he had a face like thunder at the High Court last week. On the other side, another source claimed that Harry avoided meeting his family and instead stayed with friends while visiting London. Christopher Anderson, author of the book The King, The Life of Charles III, said, "Harry's trip to London has one goal and one goal only. He's entirely focused on the legal cases he and Meghan Markle are pursuing against the UK press. He apparently has no plans to try and smooth things over with his brother William or his father, the King." Royally obsessed podcast host Roberta Furiotto added, "I also saw he could be staying with Princess Eugenie. Obviously, they're very close. It's a big question because he's out of Frogmore Cottage at the end of March. That timing would also work out."